Hi guys, welcome to a new video. My name is AsiaAmerié here, and if you're new here, hey, my name is AsiaAmerié. I'm a 21-year-old full-time college student and fashion designer, and I make everything from lifestyle to business content and introducing a new thing on my channel, which is finance. So I really hope you enjoy today's video, because in today's video I'm going to be sharing my January reflection, my February reset, and then also I'm going to be talking about my wins and challenges of January, and also getting into our February budget plan. I think that it's important for us to do a reset. That way we can stay focused on our goals and really track the progress we're making towards these goals. So I'm super excited. You should definitely grab a notebook, and as well as do your reset with me. I'm going to be giving tips and everything, and I'm super excited. So let's get into today's video. In this section of the video, we are going to be talking about our January reflections, and we're going to start with our wins and accomplishments for January. I'm super excited to get into this, and let's go. So the first goal I hit was hitting 1K on TikTok. And if you guys don't know, I run a fashion design business. I make custom clothing, and I really wanted to hit 1,000 followers so that I could finally put my link in my bio, and I finally hit 1,000 followers. Compare myself to other people and where other people are on their journey, because I know when you're looking at TikTok, everyone has such a high follow count, because it is so easy to literally gain followers on TikTok that you kind of fall into like comparing yourself. But I know what my goal was, and I just kept focused, and this month I literally hit 1K on TikTok, and I was so excited. I got a little cake. I'll pop that up on the screen. I got a little cake, and it was just like one. And this is just a reminder to track small wins and keep track of your wins, and also celebrate your small wins. I think we live in a time now where everyone's focused on the angle that we forget to celebrate a small win, because that is something that we've been waiting for and we've wanted to experience for a long time. And then y'all, right after that, the next win that I have is monetized on TikTok. I literally got monetized on TikTok literally the day after I hit 1,000. They invited me to join their live program and their TikTok shop program, you know, their affiliate link to be paid. So that was super amazing. It just felt like everything just came into play, and to know like it happened all like that. Like I got 1,000 followers and I was instantly invited into the program. So that just showed like it's all about God's timing and how everything works out, and just to know to trust your timing, and your timing is your timing. So the next accomplishment that I got is paying off one debt. So I paid off of debt, and I paid it in full, so I saved some money on interest as well. But one thing that I am going to be talking about in the financial part of today's video is that I am on a journey to be debt free by the time I want to be debt free by the end of the year, but especially by the time I leave college. Just because once I leave college, I know what goals I have in mind, and I know what I want to be focused on. So that is a big goal of mine. So I have literally been starting to literally hit the ground running with these goals. So I paid off one debt. And the next accomplishment / wins is tracking my finances. I was doing really good at the beginning of the month. I tracked all my finances. But then we started school, and I kind of fell off a little bit. So it's okay, but I have been tracking my finances, so I think that I've been doing pretty good. So at least I've started to track my finances, so that is a win for me. Then the next thing is no impulsive / expensive buys. Guys, I am so proud of myself. I didn't buy any impulsive buys all January. Like, do you guys know how much self-discipline, self-control that took? It took so much self-discipline. Like I would see something and I would want it. Like I would want it, and I would physically and mentally have to control myself to know that we are not doing that this year. So I would say that it's pretty much all my wins for January and my accomplishments for January. I'm super excited. I'm super thankful for everything that I've been able to experience. Now, granted, there was probably a lot more that I have done in January that I just didn't think of right now, but hey, these are just some of the big ones, the ones that stood out to me and the ones that I'm most proud of. So yeah, I would definitely love to hear about your wins down in the comments. All right, so the next thing in our January reflections is challenges faced. So I think the first challenge that I faced for January is my car. So currently my car is getting maintenance. So I personally do not have my car at the moment on campus, and I think that just has been a challenge because I have to really hone in and like really find things to do that I don't need a car for. So I feel like I've been like literally stuck in my dorm or on my college campus a lot, but I think it's been fine because I've been able to focus on other goals. So I would say that was a challenge that I faced, but it's not a really big problem, but I think that has been a challenge that has kind of held me back from reaching more of my goals that I've set in a way. But I mean, it's something minor. A car is a luxury and it's not a necessity. Honestly, it's not a necessity. It is a luxury to have a car, but it's not a necessity. So, and there's plenty other ways I can get around too in my city. So the next one, a challenge I faced was trying to avoid impulsive purchases. Yes, y'all, I put this in the challenges as well as the accomplishment because in order to accomplish not impulsive buying, I had to face the challenge of wanting to buy so much and having to restrict myself. So that was a challenge I faced because in like times where I wanted to buy, I had to control myself, and it kind of like it kind of was a problem. Like I would like have to literally be like, no, like, and I would feel bad because I would just want to purchase it, and in my mind I would like revert back to like my old ways of saying, well, like if I buy it, I'll just make the money back, and those are habits that I'm trying to change. So that was a challenge that I faced in January, was not buying. And then another challenge that I faced was not being able to go to the gym. I think a lot of these tie back to each other because me not being able to go to the gym was about like me not having a car. And I know that's an excuse because you could work out literally, like you can work out in your dorm and stuff. I need my gym and I need my workout classes. I'm sorry, I do. I know what I need and I know what works for me. And going to workout classes and going to the gym really do work for me. But I mean, I have been getting in my steps basically because obviously I am in college. I'm going to be walking around, so you know, I'm gonna get the steps in. But truly, I think not being able to go to the gym was a challenge that I faced in January because I felt like I could have hit more of my personal goals if I was able to go to the gym. All right, but I would like to like tie that back and just give a tip like and a reminder. If something is out of your control, focus on areas you can make progress instead. Like, okay, I didn't have my car, I couldn't go to the gym. That was out of my control. What I could control is social media. I have my phone all the time. So I focused my energy on hitting my content creation goals, which eventually led to wins. And I feel like everything is a win that's just coming together for personal development. So I feel like it all worked out in the end. I mean, it wasn't like major things that were challenges. I feel like these challenges that I probably face is like somebody else would be like, girl, that's not even a challenge. So I'm grateful and I'm thankful. So yeah, that would be the end of that. So the next thing in our January reflections is lessons learned. It's one little lesson that I learned, but I think that is just so important that it can kind of be like a tip. But so the one lesson I learned is patience and trusting God's timing and knowing that everything happens for a reason. And when you trust him and trust his timing and knowing that his timing, and he's gonna give you the things when the time is right. Because sometimes delays are redirections. So if things aren't happening as fast as you would like them, focus on what you can do in the present. Because we gotta remember that, you know, God's timing, and when things happen for us, it's gonna be our time, and we need to just stay focused on our route and our goals, and, you know, not look at other people's timing, not look at other people's accomplishment, because you don't know how long they have been working on those things. So yeah, so I feel like that wraps up our January reflection. Really quick, really easy, just straight to the T. I feel like January was a good month. It was a very, I would say it was a very slow month for me. Like, I don't think the month just flew by. It was very mellow. It came in and it felt okay. It wasn't bad, and it was really good for me. I really enjoyed January, so it wasn't bad, so I'm super thankful for that. Now we are going to get into the February spending plan. So in this section, I'm going to be talking about my budgeting goals and my budget breakdown and adjustments that I'm going to be making and my financial priorities. So 1 second, because we're going to jump into the Excel. All right, so as you see, we are on our February budget dashboard, and I have already set up everything like the month and the incoming summaries and the debt and the savings, expenses and bill tracker, and then investments. So yeah, we're just gonna set it up, and we're really gonna go in, and while I'm setting all this up, I'm going to be talking to you guys. So yeah. All right, so first we're gonna start with our income, and for right now, I am currently not working. I have a part-time job back home, but as I'm in college, I am currently not working. So the two only incomes that we have for right now is my business and TikTok. And I'm gonna hope that, you know, some other income, you know, comes my way. I don't know, I am in a search of a part-time job, but I haven't been actively looking. But I've been trying to get a spring internship, which would also pay. So for my business, I am going to project an income of, I'm gonna say 3,000. That's just like expected. I don't know if that's gonna be the actual, but I'm just gonna say 3,000. TikTok, since it's my first, like, I've only been monetized on there for a few days, I'm gonna say $100. And then like side hustles and all that, I'm not gonna put in there. So if you come over here, it says cash flow summary. So I'm expecting for the month of February about $3,100. Okay, now we're gonna go over here and we're gonna put our car loan. So I'm expecting, so this is like a debt payment tracker, and these are all my debts, and I'm expecting to pay half of my car loan. So I'm thinking to expect to pay $1,000 on my car loan, and my credit card, I am expecting to pay that off, but I think I'm gonna pay half of my credit card, so $500. And then the personal loan, I want to pay that off as well. I know the two other ones, they're not set if I'm gonna pay those off, but that's what I want to do. But I know for sure that I'm going to pay off this personal loan that is $435. 430. Lord, I can't type $436.65 this month. I want to pay that off. So yeah, I'm probably gonna be paying that off real soon, in like 2 days actually. And then for my emergencies fund, since I am putting so much into So if you go over here, it says about $1,163.35 total left over with the expected amount of money. If I make that $3,000, that's the expected amount that I have to spend. So with that, I would expect to, for my emergency fund, I'm just gonna put 100, and then for my savings fund, I'm gonna do 50, and then I have a car fund because it's the car when it get done. I don't know how much I want to put in there. Let's just say 100. My car be having problems, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie, and I'm still paying on it, which is kind of crazy. But I've already paid half the car off. That's why I've been saying I have progressively been paying my car off. Like I haven't had my car but a year, and I've already paid it half off. That's why I said I'm gonna just go ahead and pay it off because I'll be having problems, and I kind of just want to get that paid off so that I can just like own that car and just be done with it. And if I need to like fix on the car, I can just fix on it like that. So then we would have $913 left over. And I'm gonna go over to my phone bill because my phone bill is expected to be $55. And I know that's actually gonna be the amount because I know the full amount of my iPhone bill. All right, now it's saying the leftover would be $858. So for beauty, I know for sure that I plan to get my hair done. I don't know what I'm gonna get done, but I know I'm gonna plan to get my hair done. So I know that's gonna be like $200. For beauty, I'm going to put $350. And I know that's kind of a lot, but let me bear with me. So for the beauty, I want to get like my hair done, my nails done, and my toes done. For my food, I'm gonna challenge myself to only spend $50 on food. And when I say food, I am talking about like eating out and stuff. And for my social life, I really don't literally go anywhere, honestly. Like when I'm in the semester, like when I'm so focused, I don't really go a lot of places because I'm so focused on like school and like working. Social life, honestly, I'm just gonna put $20. I don't think I'm gonna be going anywhere. Transportation, I don't take like Ubers or Lyft or anything because my boyfriend takes me everywhere I need to go, thankfully. So thank you to him because he takes me everywhere I need to go. Apparel, I'm not gonna be buying any new clothes because I'm gonna talk about that in like the goal portion, but we just talk about the finances. All right, health, gifts, like I'm telling y'all, I'm being very lenient because I think I'm gonna put more money because I have like $400. So I think I'm gonna put more money back into the savings, or should we put more money back into the credit card? I think we're gonna put more money back onto the credit card because transportation $0, household $0, apparel $0 because we're not, health $0, education $0, gifts $0. I don't have a pet $0, and self-development $0. Okay. Y'all about to say like, whoa, like what are you doing? You're not gonna have no life. Honestly, it's okay, I'm in a season of my life where I have to sacrifice, and it's okay to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice in order to see change and to bring new things. So I'm sacrificing, and this budget might look a little tight to a lot of people, but honestly, it's not even that tight to me because I know what I want to do and I have a clear focus on what I want to do. So I'm actually going to up this to $600, and then we would have $338 just left over, and that would be the money that I would just like keep in my my checkings that is not like with a designated thing. I know they say like every penny is supposed to have a place. I could just put that all to savings, but I think this would be, you know what? I'm just gonna make this 100, and then we're gonna put 1,001 in so expected, and then that will leave us with $188 left over, and that will be the money that we can just free range with if like unexpected money is needed or I spend over the amount. So if you can see, I'm going to do a cash flow summary of how our expected money is going to be spent. So the total income, I'm expecting $3,010, and expenses like beauty and maintenance and stuff, I'm expecting to spend $420, and then bills, I'm expecting to spend $55, and debt payment, I'm expecting to pay $2,136, and savings is $300. And if I don't think I'm gonna hit this goal, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm supposed to be getting a refund, and the refund amount is about like $2,500. So I might be even able to save more, pay off more debt, because I can use that for debt payment, and then plus the money I already had. So we'll see if that comes this month. I didn't put that in there because I'm not too sure when it comes. I'm trying to remember like when it comes, that way I can budget. But for right now, this is our budget template, and then when we add the money in, you'll see that. I'm gonna put that video in the March reset. I'm gonna put that, like, I'm gonna show y'all what we actually spent. I didn't get to show y'all like January's income because I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to like delete stuff off my computer because I had did like a little mini like digital detox, and I actually deleted the file where I was tracking all my finances in. So yeah, it was super sad because I was like, I didn't mean to delete that. So I can't show y'all guys January's budget because I actually deleted it. So one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save that, and then that is gonna conclude the session for the budget breakdown. And then now we're gonna get back into the goals and adjustments and financial priorities. So now we're going to be in the financial portions, basically about our financial goals and financial adjustments from last month, and also our financial priorities. So the first thing we're going to talk about is our financial goals for February. So the top financial goals are to pay off the personal loan that you saw in the budget thing, and then also pay half of our car loan, and also pay half of our credit card. So as you can see, I think that amount was like $2,163. So that is the amount on how much that will cost in terms of the financial goals. And then another thing is also no impulsive buying again. So I am planning to do no impulsive buying for February, but in the month of February I also want to do one no spend week, and I think I'm going to be creating a video of that. It's going to be like a no spend week, you know, just I'm gonna do a vlog on that because I do plan to do a no spend week. And yeah. And then one of my biggest priorities is also, this has been the whole segment of the video, but basically to pay off debt and rapidly. So rapidly pay off debt is mainly the financial priority of February, because that's just a big goal for this year. So to ensure that I'm hitting it, that's where I'm putting all my energy to. And I just want to say that a tip that I have would be to, you know, set a budget and try to stick to that budget, but making that budget reasonable and attainable. if you've never done a budget and you've never saved before, and you just say, okay, well this month I want to save $10,000, but you never saved before, it's just gonna be so hard. So I think that it's important to know what your money goals are, know what your goals are, and know what you're working towards. That way you can set realistic and attainable goals. And I want to like shout out a creator that has, you know, really helped me on this journey. Her name is 𝐒𝐿𝐿𝐿. I hope I'm saying that right. But this creator, I'm gonna link her up in the queue. She has truly helped me on this journey, basically just opening my eyes, giving me resources, and just teaching me different stuff. So I definitely think if you're on this journey and you want more like someone who's done more of this or has a little bit more knowledge, I definitely would check her out, because she is a really good YouTuber who does talk about finances openly and honestly, and that's the kind of conversation that I want to have on this channel. And to know that debt isn't something to be ashamed of, because, you know, credit and debt, this is how the world works. You want to have debt, it's good to have debt. Like if you don't have debt, you don't have credit. So I think that, you know, just changing the narrative and the conversation around it is something that I want to do moving forward. So definitely let me know your financial goals and your financial priorities for the month. I definitely would love to hear them. And then we're going to be heading over to the next section of today's video. Alright, so in this section, we're going to be talking about February goals and intentions. So I'm going to be talking about my personal goals and some like lifestyle and mindsets, intentions that I want to have for February. And then, you know, I'm just going to talk about some strategies that I'm going to be using this month to stay on task that I didn't use last month, that I think will help me. Yeah, so let's get into it. It's getting like really spicy. So one of the personal goals I want to have is to start eating in a calorie deficit. I've done a calorie deficit before, I think it's like last year, and like I was seeing great results. But you know, as like the winter time comes around, you know, I know everyone talks about the winter arc, but it's so hard to have like a winter arc. I'm like many of like myself and many others, you fall into like kind of falling off of your goals because of winter, because it's cold and you're just like, it's around the holidays, you have like Thanksgiving, Christmas, there's a lot of events going on and there's a lot of eating going on, if you know what I mean. So I like fell off, but that's okay, because you know, it's all, every day is a new day to just work on your goal. So yeah, so I want to eat in a calorie deficit and, you know, just mindful eating. And then the next goal that I want to start is to start running. For Christmas, I got some own running shoes and I have been wearing them, but I have not been running. So I'm dying to break them in and actually run in them. But it's been too cold, y'all. Like, it's been snowing. And I'm a beginner runner, so I just think going out and trying to run in these ridiculous weather conditions is just not safe of me and not smart of me. So I'm waiting to like warm up a little bit. And yeah, I just want to, you know, really just, you know, get in there and do it. A next goal that I have for myself is to post every Sunday. I really want to be consistent with my YouTube. I really just want to be my authentic self and really just show up and show the world the true like AsiaAmerié. And then another thing and then the last goal would be to go to church and attend Bible study. Also just, you know, fell off a little bit. It's okay to admit that you fell off. It's okay. It's okay to admit that you fell off. We gotta just get back into it though. But a tip that I have for that is to stack new habits onto existing ones. So if you're already going, like say if my goal is to go to church, if I'm already going to church, make Bible study a part of my routine. Like, it's called habit stacking, and if you read the book Atomic Habit, he talks about habit stacking in that book. So that's a really good book to look into if you want to know more about that, because he talks about that in Atomic Habit. So Now I'm gonna talk about the mindset and lifestyle intentions that I want to have for February. I just want to be more present and reduce screen time. I feel like I will be constantly just scrolling or consuming, not even like scrolling, but consuming a lot of YouTube, because I love YouTube. Like, I love making YouTube. I love watching YouTube. Like, there's so many amazing creators that I just find myself constantly in this loop of watching, consuming when I can be producing. So I know that it's something that I want to work on and, you know, reduce that screen time in February. And then another thing is I want to prioritize like self-care without guilt. Like, if I'm on this debt-free journey, that doesn't mean stripping away everything that makes me happy. Like, I want to, you know, say I want to pay off debt, but yes, I also want to feel beautiful while doing it. So that's just something that I'm going to be doing. And trust the process and stop rushing results. I think that is just something that, like, the key of this like whole video. If you don't get nothing out of this video, I really want you guys to know to just trust the process. You know, the process and the journey, that is the true, like, that is the true reward and everything. Yes, the end goal is good, but the true reward is the journey. Just seeing yourself become a new person, you know, reaching these goals, experiencing these trials, and, you know, even the failures. Even it's always, you can find something good in the failures too. So I just think that is like really a key thing that I want everyone to remember. All right, and then the next thing that I will be talking about is the strategies that I'm going to be using to stay on track. And as you can see in the video, I currently use the first one, which will be digital planners and habit trackers. So I'm going to be also, you can see I'm going to use my budget template to track all my finance, but I'm also going to be using a habit tracker to track like running, screen time, Bible study, all of my little tasks that I want to complete in a day. I'm going to be using the habit tracker and like the digital planners to track all of that. And writing stuff down too, I have a physical planner as well that I will be writing my content in and everything. And then another thing that I want to introduce, like a strategy, is rewarding myself on hitting certain goals, because I think that like we respond to rewards, and it's like the whole life, like everything is a reward system, a reward base, because people love getting stuff, people love new things. And if I know that I'm going to get something new at the end of hitting this goal, it's going to make me want to work harder. So that's one strategy that I'm going to be using to stay on track. And then the last one is accountability partner. Literally probably just gonna be my best friend, you know, because, you know, I'm just gonna be like, hey girl, you know, like, let's just hold each other accountable. I think having someone to hold you accountable, or to like literally let you know, like, okay, you know, you need to get back, doing this, you ain't posting in a while, you know, you're spending a little too much money, you know. So I think that will be good, a good way to stay on track. But yeah, that wraps up everything for our February monthly reset. I really wanted this to be the first sit down video that I introduced to my channel, and it's definitely not going to be the last. And I am going to be talking more about my finances and probably more of my debt-free journey. And like I said, I do want to do that no spend week vlog, so that will be coming up one day. You know, one day in February we'll be seeing that vlog. But if you enjoyed today's video, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I do want to leave you with a few tips for you to stay on track as well. Always remember to make your goals attainable and celebrate your wins, celebrate your small wins. And the last one is, never compare yourself to anyone else's journey, because we're all on our own journey. We're all on different timing, and everything's gonna happen for a reason. But if you enjoyed today's video, as always, you know, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And definitely let's chat in the comments. Leave your February reset, leave your budget priorities, and definitely let's just have a chat. I love having a chat in the comments. I love responding to all the comments. It's a really like one of my highlights of posting on YouTube is just like forming a community and talking to everyone. But that is the end of today's video. Bye guys.